Okay, solving inequalities is pretty straightforward, just like solving an equation where you want to isolate x. So I would subtract 4 from both sides. I get 2x is greater than 6. And then I would divide both sides by 2. So I'm saying x must be greater than 3. And looking at our little cheat sheet, how you would write this x greater than 3 is we cannot touch 3, so that'd be a parentheses, and we go all the way to infinity. All right, so it changes if you have something like 3x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 4. I'm not writing my 4s very well. Let's add 2 to both sides, so still going through the steps to solve this for x, and I get 6, and then I divide both sides by 3, and I get x is greater than or equal to 2. So in this case, greater than or equal to, I can actually use a square bracket because it would include that value. And if you wanted to draw these like on a number line, you would use the parentheses, and in this case, the square bracket. So the only time these get kind of weird is if you have something where you're going to have to divide or multiply by a negative number. So when you divide or multiply by a negative number, when you divide or multiply by a negative number, do not forget this, the sign flips. Okay, and if you think about it, if I plugged in, let's write this out. So this would be minus infinity, negative 6, and includes it. So if I have a number line here, and I'm saying it's negative 6 and less. So these values here would be like negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, right? They're getting more and more negative, would be smaller. So think about that. If I plugged in a negative 10 up here, negative 10 times a negative 3 would be a positive 30, which would be greater than or equal to 18. So do not forget that. Flip that sign anytime you divide by a negative value.